At a lavish, decadent party in a remote mansion, a wealthy hedonist named Roland Voit makes a proposition to a young man. He asks him to solve an intricate, mechanical puzzle box. The young man, driven by greed and curiosity, manipulates the brass dials. Suddenly, a hidden blade shoots out from the box, slicing his hand. His blood flows into the device's grooves, unlocking it. But this is no ordinary puzzle. As the box shifts into a new shape, the room grows cold. Chains with hooks shoot out from the darkness, tearing into the young man's flesh. Voit watches with a twisted fascination as he steps forward to claim his prize from the entities he has summoned. He demands a gift from their dark god, liminality. But in this world, gifts are often indistinguishable from curses. Welcome back. Today we are entering the labyrinth of pain and pleasure with the 2022 reboot of HELLRAISER. This film reinvents the mythology of the puzzle box and the terrifying Cenobites. There will be gruesome spoilers ahead, so prepare yourself. Now, let's solve the configuration. We cut to a young woman named Riley, who is struggling with addiction and living with her estranged brother Matt and his boyfriend Colin. Riley is dating a man named Trevor, a bad influence, who convinces her to pull off a heist at an abandoned warehouse. They break into a safe, expecting cash, but find only the puzzle box, the lament configuration. Riley, intrigued by the strange object, takes it to a park. In a daze of withdrawal, she starts twisting the dials. The box unlocks, changing shape, but unlike the man in the prologue, she isn't cut. However, the world around her shifts. She sees grotesque, mutilated figures, the Cenobites, watching her. They demand a sacrifice. She narrowly escapes the hallucination, but the horror follows her home. Her brother Matt finds her in a bad state and sees the box. When he picks it up to inspect it, the blade triggers, slicing his finger. The blood sacrifice is accepted. The walls of the apartment dissolve. Chains fly from the shadows, hooking into Matt's skin. He screams for Riley, but before she can help, he vanishes into thin air, dragged into the Cenobites' dimension. Riley wakes up, and Matt is gone. The police assume he simply left, but Riley knows the truth. She begins to investigate the box. She traces its origin to Roland Voit, the billionaire who disappeared years ago. Riley, Trevor, and Colin decide to drive to Voigt's abandoned estate to find answers and, hopefully, rescue Matt. The mansion is a fortress of steel and iron. Inside, they find Voigt's journals. Riley learns that the box has 6 configurations, each requiring a blood sacrifice. Each level grants a gift from the dark god, Leviathan: life, knowledge, love, sensation, resurrection, and power. Voit had reached the final level, but something went wrong. As they search the house, the group gets separated. Nora, a friend who tagged along, is isolated in the library. The box, which Riley brought with her, opens on its own. The Cenobites arrive. We are introduced to the Gasp, a creature with its throat flayed open. Nora tries to hide in the van, but the space manipulates around her. The doors lock, and she is brutally killed by the Cenobites, her death serving as the next sacrifice to the box. Riley realizes the terrifying rules. The box must be fed. If she doesn't mark a victim, the Cenobites will take her instead. Suddenly, a hidden door in the mansion opens. Roland Voit is alive. He steps out from the shadows, but he is a walking nightmare. A complex brass mechanism is surgically embedded into his chest, pulling his nerve endings tight like the strings of a harp. He explains that he asked for sensation, and the Cenobites gave him exactly that: constant, excruciating agony that never ends. He has been living in the walls for 6 years, unable to die. Voit reveals his plan. He needs to complete the puzzle one more time to ask Leviathan to revoke the gift. He needs one final sacrifice. In a shocking twist, Trevor reveals his true colors. He has been working for Voit the whole time. He was the one who planted the box for Riley to find, hoping she would become the sacrifice. But now, Voit decides that Colin, the innocent boyfriend, will be the final tribute. Voit stabs Colin with the box, marking him. The Cenobites, led by the iconic priest Pinhead, emerge from the tear in reality. They come for Colin. Riley, refusing to let another loved one die, grabs the box. She realizes that the Cenobites are bound by the rules of the device. She runs through the mansion, pursued by the Chatterer, a Cenobite with exposed teeth. In a moment of quick thinking, she tricks the Chatterer into scratching himself on the box. The rules are absolute. His blood has been spilled. The priest summons chains and tears their own comrade apart, accepting the Chatterer as the sacrifice. The puzzle shifts to its final form, the Leviathan configuration. Voit, seeing the box is ready, demands an audience with Leviathan. A massive beam of light descends from the sky, tearing the roof off the mansion. A colossal floating entity hovers above. The priest asks Voit what he wants. Voit demands power to be free of his human pain and to ascend. The chains release his nerves, but he is immediately hoisted up into the beam, his body twisting and breaking as he is pulled into the god's dimension. Now only Riley remains. She holds the completed box. The priest looms over her and offers her a choice. She can bring her brother back, resurrection, she can erase the memory, knowledge, or she can ask for something else. Riley looks at the monster. She realizes that every gift the Cenobites offer is a trap, twisted by their definition of pleasure. She makes her choice. She chooses nothing. She chooses to live with the grief of losing her brother and the guilt of her actions. She chooses the lament. The priest is intrigued. They accept her choice to endure the suffering of a human life. This is a shorter way, but no less painful, the priest says. The Cenobites retreat, the box closes, and the hellish dimension fades away. Riley and Colin stagger out of the mansion. Trevor, who tried to flee, falls into a pit in the garden. Chains shoot up from the darkness, dragging him down to hell as payment for his debts. The movie ends with a shot of the interior of the Leviathan ship. We see Voit undergoing his transformation. His skin is peeled back, and precious metals are fused into his flesh. He has been granted his wish for power. He opens his eyes, no longer human, but a new Cenobite, doomed to serve the box for eternity. HELLRAISER 2022 is a dark exploration of addiction, grief, and the cost of desire. It reminds us that some puzzles should never be solved. If you enjoyed this recap, make sure to like and subscribe for more horror breakdowns. Thanks for watching.